Hey, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. Well, what are we looking at? 6:15 tonight. So we're back home. We managed to upload a close to record number of videos. I think it was about 10 that we uploaded today. So we're back in action. Not feeling 100%. Of course, we're still hacking a little bit, or I am anyway. And I see that Talik is still a little bit under the weather, but we're doing okay and we are back in action. Well, as you know, we had the problem of the little red, and this I would like to deal a little bit with that. All the mechanical types who know everything about the mechanics, and they probably do, but they went on a kind of a feeding frenzy, didn't they? I mean, there was a little crack in the side of the wood that I had to use because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Right, we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's so little in way of all the normal resources. You go to your garage and get another piece of wood or whatever, and I didn't have that, so I jacked up the truck, and then I put the spare wheel under there, and then I put a load of blocks that I could find that I'd been about to use for window frames and stuff like that. So slip those in so that I could remove the jack and be still quite safe. So there was no danger, and you should have just watched the video through. And you would have seen that it was a panic about nothing. So what's been the bottom line? Bottom line is we went down. I took some photographs of what was wrong. I went to see my friend Nestor, showed him, and he said, yes, you need to replace the whole arm. So there's the arm that has that ball joint in it, comes in one piece with the ball joint, and then that goes on, and then the problem will be solved. So what we're looking at really now is to replace the other. I think it was the radius arm. The other arm on the other side. There's a left and a right, and so we're going to replace that and the bushings, which will pretty well I hope, put the front end into some kind of order. And once that's all been done, you can't actually go into a shop in Taliban and get the alignment done. And it's such an obvious thing when you've had the front end worked on. I mean, they'll do it up, and unless they have the proper equipment, they're not going to be able to get it all in line. So the drive down to Tubigon will be in order. But of course, no point in doing that, because I'm going to be driving the little red very, very little, because it needs new tyres. And needs new tyres, that's a big hit. Now, some of you who have much greater budget than I do, let me see, our Psycho friend, Psychosoft 1, I think he comes in under, has had some very, very good tips on what to do with the multi-cab, which is the little red, and I followed those. But he evidently, by his public comments, he must be a wealthy man. He's talking about spending $500,000 on a car when he gets over here, until they decide what kind of an SUV they're going to have for their normal transport. Well, sorry, but we're not in that league. We are really very budget conscious in our family. We can't afford to spend $500,000 on a truck or a car while we choose another one. So bear that in mind. You're obviously a clever man, so you should be able to work out that we don't have the money. So we're going to get done what we can, and the rest we'll have to leave. And that's a no-brainer, isn't it? It's easy to understand that. Somebody did make a good suggestion, which I was very grateful for. Said, why don't you, I've used the straps which you can crank up on and tighten up on, and that will bring the hub and the wheel assembly in so that it will go back into that place that it's supposed to be. Good tip, thank you very much. And other tips were very good. My only thing about getting tips is be nice. Be nice. Okay, so we are in hand. Tomorrow we're going to take a trip to Tagbilaran. We're going to take a friend up there who needs to go for an important appointment, and he's not used to the either the traffic or the way of life here just yet. So Beth is going, and she's going to help him with assessing whether he's being treated right or not. So that's our little duty tomorrow, and maybe we'll be able to look for a little bit of I think maybe inch foam for the front of our, and we only need a little tiny bit for the front of our sofa, so that we can cover that up, because we're only having the cushions done. Very good deal, and we're very happy, and we are fingers crossed that we will be able to get the cushions tomorrow. That would be wonderful for us. And then the next thing to work out is to get all of these boxes given away. Well, if you saw the video, for you it will be yesterday, but we went to a small local school, and oh boy, what a job we have. We have an incredible job. We went and there were three, in case you didn't see the video, it really is worth looking at. But we spoke to 3 or 4 little girls that came running up with their lunch, and they had their lunch in little plastic former ice cream containers, and they had their rice in there, and Beth said, go and tell your friends that we're giving stuff away. We're going to be giving books and colouring books. And these 3 or 4 little girls jumped up and down with delight, and then they ran off in various directions to get their friends in various classrooms, and soon we were absolutely swamped. We were neck deep in children, and it was wonderful, it was fun, it was so much fun. Honestly, you really need to look at it. So that was the end of our morning. At least we made sure that we timed our little trip to the school. We timed it for 11:30, which is when they take their lunch break. And here kids take their lunch break and they've always got their food with them, which is actually the basis of our education support fund. Well, that's all. As you may have heard, that's Beth telling me we're going to eat. So thanks for looking in. This is a fairly short one. Bye for now. This is a foreigner in the Philippines.